invite you to a place where dreams can come true, where the happiest place on earth unfolds a land of fantasy and imagination, where generations discover just how much they have in common, and where new wonders build upon memories of the old. So come with me and I'll show you how to make your Disney dream vacation come true. First, I'm going to take you through a brief history of Disneyland. Then I'm going to help you see how to plan your dream vacation. And then I'm going to show you some secrets and some benefits that most people don't know about. Well, Walt turned to television to invest in his project. Walt Disney's Dreamland was a television series offered a glimpse of the future project. This brought the idea of Disneyland into reality for Walt and America. The park was built in 1 year in Orange County on an orange grove. It opened July 17, 1955, which is what is now called Black Sunday, because originally Walt had invited 6,000 people to come to the park for the first day with no admission. But what ended up happening is tickets were counterfeited, and was it 28,154 people actually ended up coming to the park that day. So, and 90 million people watched on ABC. Disneyland used to be on a seasonal basis, meaning they were open only certain times of the year, but now they're open all year long, and they're pretty much the only theme park that's able to do that. Tickets were sold differently back then too. They were sold by the ride, and they were sold in sections and different groupings, A through E. E being one of the best, most popular rides in the park. So it was called, coined, an E-ticket ride, which is still used today. They coin different rides that way. Like Indiana Jones or Space Mountain. Rides like that would be considered E-ticket rides. And rides, many changes have been made since then though. The park is a lot different, a lot more expensive, and known worldwide. So, for your vacation, you need to figure out how many people are coming. Usually packages are sold in fours. So, a family of 4, or if you have 3 friends you want to bring with you, that's the key thing, is you want to try to get 4 people. That's always the easiest to group them out. Figure out dates of when you want to go. You know, you need to figure out flowage of the park, when it's most packed and when it's not. I usually like to choose around May, because May is usually when it's nice weather and not a lot of people. Transportation to the park is key. Easiest transportation is definitely a car, but if you want to take a plane, you want to take a train, you want to take a bus, etc., those are all options also. Hotels. You can do a resort hotel, where there's 3 different resort hotels, all located very, very close to the park. Or there's Good Neighbor hotels, which are not Disney-owned hotels, but they work with Disney and they have shuttles that can take you back and forth between the park for free. Tickets. Are you doing a 1-day, 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, 7-day package? You need to figure that out so you can figure out how much the tickets are for how many people you're bringing. You need to figure out food, and a usual meal in Disneyland is about $10, unless you're going to go to a sit-down restaurant, and it's about $20 per person. Gas, if you're taking a car, how much gas is going to cost you from where you live. Souvenirs, if you want to buy any. Sweatshirts are usually between $40 and $50, so you can figure it out from there. And fast passes, those little tickets that get you into the lines, they cut down the lines for you, so it makes your day go a little quicker. Get a game plan. Get yourself one of these. Make it up yourself. Just put the time, what you're going to be doing, where is it going to be located, and someone responsible if you want that. And do it day by day. And it's really simple, really easy to put together, but you can figure out where you're going to be, what time, and what restaurants you're going to. So, when you figure out what restaurants you're going to and where you're going to be, get to the park early before it opens, get yourself a map, and plan out your route throughout the park. You can do different packages. I like to, myself, split it up into 3 different packages. I like to call them the Adventure Package, the Dreamer Package, or the Royalty Package. The Adventure Package is just a one-day trip. That's for the people who really know what they're doing, and they're able to get all the main rides in throughout the park, maybe a show at the end of the day, all in one day. But you got to be on your feet, you got to be moving. That package for 4 people costs $151 per person, and you stay in a resort hotel for one night, and it's a park hopper pass between both parks. The Dreamer Package, I like to call it, is $389. That's also a resort hotel, park hopper pass for 3 days for 4 people, so it's $389 per person. And then there's the Royalty Package. That's $565 per person, resort hotel, and it's a 5-day pass. So those are the way I like to split it up. I mean, you can do it any way you want. You can go to a Good Neighbor hotel and save even more money, or you can extend your trip to be 7 days long if you want. It's all up to you, but those are probably the 3 easiest ways to do it. And you can always go on to Disneyland.com and get any questions answered for yourself. Okay, so benefits and secrets. Go, if you want to, if you're a AAA member, you can go to AAA and have them plan out your thing for you, so you really don't have to do any work besides just pay the money and go. They make it really simple, and they also have some more savings if you are a member. And if you go through AAA, you get packages. Or even if you get a package, you buy a package through Disney, you get different benefits like early entry to Fantasyland. So an hour before the park opens, you can go into Fantasyland and ride some rides like Peter Pan usually has a long line. It usually takes at least an hour to get through that line. Then you have early entry to Toontown. They call it Toontown Morning Madness. And you go in an hour before Toontown opens, and you get to hang out with all the characters, get autographs, see them, work and play, and ride some rides. Each ticket holder also, I'm pretty sure this is only through AAA, when you arrive to your resort hotel, you get a complimentary lanyard with a pin, and that's something Disneyland does, is pin collecting. You can find them for almost any ride, any attraction, and any character, and you can go around and you can actually trade with cast members. You get preferred seating at select Disney shows, so maybe It's Tough to Be a Bug or the Aladdin Broadway premiere, which is in California Adventure. You can ask for preferred seating as long as they know you do have that package. Get there, like I said, get there before the park opens, grab a map, and plan out your route. Fast Pass operation, what's great about this is the really long lights, the e-ticket rides, have Fast Pass kiosks where you go in, you stick your ticket in, and a Fast Pass will come out and tell you to come back at a certain time. But the trick is, which most people don't know, is you can come back pretty much any time after your Fast Pass says. So if your Fast Pass says 1 o'clock, you need to come back at 1 o'clock. Any time after 1 o'clock until the park closes is an okay time to come back. Most people don't know this, but it does make your day a little more flexible. Take time to meet the characters. That's always a fun and magical part of the trip. You see someone, you see a character walking around, go up, take a picture, get an autograph, whatever you like. Make reservations at restaurants. If you know where you're going to eat with your game plan, tells you where you're going to eat, go in at the beginning of the day, especially if it's a sit-down restaurant like the Blue Bayou or something along those lines. Go in and make a reservation. If you want a certain table, ask for a certain table. It'll make it a lot easier. All you got to do is show up, tell them your name, and they'll get you your table. Great service, by the way. So, also, go to guest relations at the park. You can get a planning guidebook, which will help you out a lot, or you can go to Disneyland.com and ask for a free complimentary vacation planning DVD. Really helpful. So, I went over a history of Disneyland. I showed you how I like to plan my trips. It makes it a lot more easier. And I also gave you tips and secrets that most people don't know about. So, making your Disney dream come true is easier than you expected, I'm sure. So next time you go to plan a Disney vacation, keep in mind the tips and strategies that I gave you and make it a great one. Thank you.